Chosen ones, stand tall and listen with every fiber of your soul, for this is your sacred moment to embrace the undeniable truth of who you are. You are not a fleeting spark lost in the shadows of a transient world. You are a blazing inferno, a divine force, a sacred vessel forged in the eternal fires of the Creator's plan. Your existence is not a mere coincidence. It is a divine orchestration, a cosmic symphony written in the stars before time began, a melody that resonates through the heavens and echoes in the heart of eternity, a song that carries your name across the vast expanse of creation, a celestial anthem that proclaims your purpose. Those who dared to stand against you, who whispered venomous lies, who hurled insults like sharpened daggers, who sought to dim your radiant light, they didn't merely challenge you. They challenged the very heavens that guide your path, the cosmic blueprint that defines your purpose, the sacred script that bears your name, etched in the celestial archives of divine will, a scroll sealed with the Creator's own hand. And the heavens do not remain silent. Their words were crafted with cruel precision, designed to pierce your spirit, to wound your soul, to make you question the fire that burns within you, the sacred flame that fuels your destiny, the divine spark that ignites your path. Their actions, meticulously calculated, were meant to make you stumble, to bury your purpose beneath the crushing weight of their jealousy, fear, and insecurity, to shroud your light in the fog of their malice, to cast you into a darkness of their own making. But they failed to grasp a fundamental truth, a truth as eternal as the universe itself. You are not just a person navigating the trials of this world. You are a chosen soul, anointed with a divine calling that no mortal hand can unravel, a radiant being whose purpose is woven into the very fabric of existence, a thread of divine light in the tapestry of eternity. When they mocked you, they mocked the sacred plan etched into the cosmos. When they tried to break you, they provoked a power so vast, so unyielding, that it now shakes the very foundations of their existence, like a cosmic quake that reverberates through the ages, a tremor that announces your unstoppable rise, a seismic shift that heralds the awakening of your divine purpose. They thought they were fighting you, but they were waging war against the divine itself, a battle they can never hope to win, a conflict doomed to end in their own undoing. Look at them now, chosen ones. The voices that once thundered with arrogance are reduced to faint whispers, trembling in the shadow of their own choices, quivering under the weight of their own misdeeds, like fragile leaves caught in the winds of their own reckoning, scattered by the storm they unleashed. The hands that reach to pull you down are unsteady, weighed down by consequences they cannot outrun, faltering under the burden of their own creation, as if the universe itself has turned their malice back upon them, a boomerang of their own design. They believed they could extinguish your flame, but instead they ignited a wildfire of divine justice that burns brighter with every step you take, a blaze that consumes their illusions and lights your path, a radiant inferno that illuminates the truth they sought to bury, a celestial fire that reveals their futility. Their time of reckoning has arrived, unfolding like a tapestry woven with the threads of their own misdeeds, each stitch a testament to their folly, each pattern a reflection of their choices, a masterpiece of divine justice that tells the story of their downfall. Every lie they told, every betrayal they orchestrated, Every moment they try to dim your light, it's all returning to them, heavier than they could ever have imagined, like a storm that engulfs them in its relentless fury, a tempest they cannot escape, a deluge that washes away their illusions and exposes their fragility. The scales of justice are tipping, and they cannot rewrite the story they've authored with their own hands, a narrative sealed by their own actions, a chronicle of their own defeat. You are not defined by their doubts, chosen ones. You are not diminished by their disrespect. You are a masterpiece sculpted in the crucible of adversity, polished by the hands of the divine until you shine with an unshakable brilliance that illuminates the world, a radiant beacon that pierces the darkness and reshapes the cosmos, a celestial light that guides the lost and inspires the weary. Their trembling is not your burden. It is a testament to your power, a living reminder that no one can stand against you when the Creator Himself walks beside you, guiding your every step with unwavering love and infinite wisdom, shielding you with a divine embrace that no malice can penetrate, a celestial armor that no weapon can breach. So rise, unshaken, unbowed, and step boldly into the truth of who you were destined to be. Your journey is not just a path, it is a divine declaration, a radiant proclamation that echoes through eternity, a legacy that will outlast the stars themselves, a testament to the divine fire within you. You are not here to merely exist, you are here to blaze a trail through the cosmos, to carve a path that reshapes the world, to leave an indelible mark that resonates through the ages, a monument to the divine purpose that flows through you, a beacon that lights the way for generations yet to come. Your very existence is a lighthouse, a radiant beam that cuts through the shadows they tried to hide within, a light that exposes the truth they sought to bury, a beacon that reveals the cracks in their carefully constructed facades, a celestial glow that lays bare their pretense. They didn't hate you for what you did. They feared you for what you are, a force of divine truth, a mirror reflecting their insecurities, their unhealed wounds, the secrets they've buried deep within their souls, the shadows they've tried to flee, the darkness they've tried to conceal. Your light doesn't just illuminate, it reveals, peeling back the layers of their pretense, exposing the fragility of their pride, the emptiness of their arrogance, the hollowness of their illusions, the cracks in their carefully crafted masks. They lashed out because your brilliance made their darkness unbearable, a searing truth they could not face, a radiant force that demanded authenticity they could not muster, a divine energy that challenged their deception. They mocked you because your courage laid bare their cowardice, your resilience a stark contrast to their fragility, your faith a challenge to their doubt, your purpose a threat to their control. They tried to dim you because your radiance threatened the illusions they clung to for power, like a crumbling fortress unable to withstand the relentless tide of truth that flows from your being, a tidal wave that washes away their lies and leaves only reality in its wake, a deluge that reshapes the landscape of their world. Have you ever paused in the quiet of your soul to wonder why they targeted you? Why they went to such lengths to tear you down when all you did was walk in? Your truth, live in your light, breathe in your purpose. The answer is as clear as the dawn breaking over a darkened horizon, as radiant as the first rays of sunlight piercing the night, as undeniable as the stars that burn in the velvet sky. Your light is a force they cannot contain, a divine energy that demands authenticity, a radiant power that calls forth truth and exposes lies, a celestial flame that burns through deception and reveals reality. They were not ready to face it, not ready to confront the mirror of your existence, the reflection of their own shortcomings, the truth of their own fragility, the reality of their own darkness. Instead of rising to meet your radiance, they chose to fight it, to throw stones at a flame they could never extinguish, to hurl their malice at a light that only grew brighter with every assault, to cast their shadows at a beacon that only shone more fiercely in response. But light does not bend to darkness. It overcomes it, scattering shadows with every step you take, illuminating the world with every breath you draw, transforming the cosmos with every heartbeat. Your presence alone sends shockwaves through their fragile world, dismantling their lies without you ever needing to raise a hand, unraveling their illusions with the quiet power of your truth, reshaping their reality with the radiant force of your purpose. Your essence is a tidal wave, washing away their pretense and leaving only the bedrock of reality in its wake, a celestial current that sweeps away deception and reveals truth. Keep shining, chosen ones, because your brilliance is their undoing, a radiant force that burns away their shadows and leaves only truth standing tall, unyielding and eternal, a divine light that reshapes the cosmos. Every word they spoke against you, every lie they spread, every betrayal they wove into the fabric of your story, it was a seed planted in the soil of divine justice, a seed they thought would grow to choke your light, to bury your purpose, to silence your destiny. They believed their words would chain you, silence you forever, cast you into obscurity, and tomb you in their malice. They thought their lies could rewrite your destiny, erase your purpose, and dim the divine spark within you, snuff out the celestial flame that burns in your soul. But the universe keeps a perfect ledger, chosen ones, and every action carries weight. Every intention leaves a mark that cannot be erased, a record that endures through eternity, a scroll that chronicles every deed in the annals of divine justice. Those seeds they sowed in malice are now sprouting, and the harvest is bitter, heavy with consequences they cannot escape. A crop of their own planting that now chokes their peace and shadows their path, a yield that weighs upon their souls and darkens their days. Their lies are unraveling like threads pulled from a worn tapestry, their schemes collapsing like houses built on shifting sand, their illusions crumbling like dust in the wind, their deception dissolving like mist before the dawn. The ground they thought they stood on is crumbling beneath their feet, and they cannot outrun the storm of their own creation, a tempest that mirrors the chaos they tried to inflict upon you, a whirlwind that sweeps away their pretense and exposes their futility, a deluge that drowns their illusions in the truth of their own making. Look around you, chosen ones. Do you see the chaos creeping into their lives? The unease in their eyes, the silence where their laughter once echoed, the faltering steps where confidence once strode, the shadows where their pride once stood? It is not random, it is the fruit of their own planting, the inevitable result of their choices, a harvest they cannot deny, a reckoning they cannot escape, a divine judgment that affirms your purpose. They thought they could harm you and walk away unscathed, but divine justice is relentless. a force as unyielding as the tides, as eternal as the stars, as precise as the orbit of the planets, as inevitable as the turning of the seasons. What they gave to you is returning to them, multiplied, undeniable, and heavy with the weight of truth, a burden that weighs upon their souls and shadows their every step, a load that anchors them to their own folly. You don't need to seek revenge or fight their battles. The universe is balancing the scales with a precision that no human hand can alter, and your only task is to keep walking, keep rising, keep shining, keep embodying the divine purpose that flows through you. Keep radiating the celestial light that defines you. Their words were never your burden. They were the architects of their own downfall, the weavers of their own destruction, the sculptors of their own defeat. Let them reap what they've sown while you step into the fullness of your divine purpose. A destiny that no lie can alter, no betrayal can erase, no attack can diminish. A calling that burns brighter with every step you take. A mission that reshapes the cosmos. They mistook your silence for weakness, didn't they? They saw your restraint as surrender, your patience as defeat, your quiet resolve as fragility, your stillness as submission. But your silence was never passive, chosen ones. It was power, a quiet strength that pulsed with divine purpose. A sacred resolve that anchored you in the storms they tried to unleash, a celestial calm that held steady against their chaos. It was wisdom, a strategy woven by the divine, preparing you for a comeback they could never have foreseen, a resurgence that would shake the heavens and earth alike, a revival that would proclaim your purpose to the cosmos. While they wasted, their energy hurling stones, you were building a fortress, brick by brick in the fires of adversity, each trial forging you into a stronger version of yourself, each challenge shaping you into a radiant vessel of divine will, each ordeal sculpting you into a masterpiece of resilience. While they celebrated what they thought was your downfall, you were gathering strength, rooted in faith, nurtured by hope, and tempered by resilience, growing into a force they could never comprehend, a power they could never contain. Your stillness wasn't a retreat. It was a foundation being fortified, a sacred preparation for the moment you would rise, unshakable and radiant, a beacon of divine power that illuminates the world, a celestial flame that lights the way for others. They didn't understand that your silence was a weapon, a quiet storm brewing beneath the surface, ready to unleash its power and divine timing, a force that would reshape the world around you and shatter their illusions, a tempest that would proclaim your purpose to the cosmos. Every moment you held your peace, you were aligning with the Creator's plan, trusting in a purpose greater than their fleeting malice, anchoring yourself in a truth that no lie could shake, a faith that no doubt could dim, a hope that no darkness could extinguish. Every tear you shed in private was a seed of resilience, watered by hope and nourished by faith, growing into a towering tree of strength that no storm could uproot, a pillar of divine power that stands firm against every assault, a monument to your unbreakable spirit. And now, as they falter, you rise, proving that silence is not the absence of strength, but the presence of purpose, a divine resolve that burns brighter than their noise, a radiant truth that echoes through eternity, a celestial light that pierces the darkness. Their confusion is your confirmation, chosen ones. Your silence didn't break you, it built you, forging you into a vessel of unyielding power, a radiant soul destined to shine, a beacon that lights the way for others, a guiding star that leads the way to truth. Keep standing in your strength, knowing that your quiet resolve has always been louder than their noise, a testament to the divine fire that burns within you, unquenchable and eternal. A celestial flame that reshapes the cosmos. Your rise is a mirror they cannot escape, a reflection of their failures and a spotlight on their shortcomings, a radiant truth that pierces their illusions and exposes their futility, a celestial light that reveals their fragility. Every milestone you reach, every victory you claim, every step you take toward your purpose, it cuts deeper than any words ever could. A silent rebuke that echoes in their hearts, a reminder of their powerlessness against the divine will that guides you, a testament to their inability to dim your light. They watch you now, don't they? They pretend not to care, but their eyes betray them, darting away when you enter their presence, unable to meet the radiance of your gaze, as if your light burns too brightly for them to bear, as if your truth scorches their pretense, as if your purpose sears their illusions. They're captivated by your glow, tormented by your growth, haunted by the reality that their efforts to stop you only fueled your ascent. Like wind that fans a flame into a roaring blaze, like rain that nourishes a seed into a mighty oak. Your success isn't just your triumph, it's their torment, a living reminder that they could not break what the divine has built, a radiant rebuke to their arrogance that burns brighter with every step you take, a testament to the unstoppable power within you, a celestial proclamation that affirms your divine purpose. They thought they could outmaneuver you, outshine you, outlast you. They believed their schemes could overpower your spirit, that their lies could overshadow your truth, that their malice could dim your light, that their darkness could swallow your radiance. But every time they tried to dim your brilliance, they only polished it brighter, refining your radiance in the crucible of their malice, forging you into a diamond that shines with divine favor, a gem that sparkles with celestial light. Every obstacle they placed in your path became a stepping stone to your greatness, a testament to your resilience that stands as tall as mountains, unyielding and eternal, a monument to your unbreakable spirit, a pillar that pierces the heavens. Now, as you soar, they're left grounded, grappling with the weight of their own choices, drowning in the chaos they unleashed, a chaos that mirrors the storms they tried to cast upon you, a tempest that engulfs them in their own folly, a whirlwind that sweeps away their illusions. Let their fixation be your fuel, chosen ones. You don't need their approval to shine, and you don't need their regret to rise. Your success is your vindication, a testament to the truth that no one can stop what the Creator has ordained, a radiant proclamation that echoes through eternity, a celestial declaration that affirms your divine purpose. Keep climbing because your rise is their reckoning, a divine declaration that their efforts were powerless against your purpose, a sacred fire that burns through their illusions and lights your path, a celestial flame that reshapes the cosmos. They thought you were vulnerable, an easy target they could wound and walk away from unscathed, a fragile soul they could shatter with their malice, a fleeting light they could snuff out with their darkness. But you were never unprotected, chosen ones. The divine has been your shield, your fortress, your unyielding defense, an impenetrable armor forged in the heavens, radiant with divine favor, glowing with celestial protection, a sacred barrier that no weapon can breach. Every arrow they aimed at you was deflected by a power they couldn't see, a force they could never comprehend, a sacred energy that surrounds you like a celestial embrace, a divine shield that turns their attacks into dust while they plotted. In the shadows, the Creator was protecting, weaving a tapestry of divine favor around you that no scheme could pierce, a celestial cloak that no malice could tear, a sacred mantle that no lie could unravel. While they schemed, the heavens were aligning your path, guiding you toward a destiny they could never derail, a path written in the stars and sealed by divine will, a journey that no force can interrupt, a mission that no darkness can obscure. Their attacks weren't just futile, they were foolish, for to come against you is to come against the one who chose you, and that is a battle no one can win, a war they were doomed to lose from the start, a conflict that affirms your divine purpose. Look at their lives now, the chaos, the confusion, the cracks in their once confident facades, like shattered glass reflecting their broken illusions, like a mirror that reveals their own fragility, like a canvas that displays their own folly. It's all evidence of the divine shield that surrounds you, a radiant barrier that no weapon can breach, a sacred protection that stands firm against every assault, a testament to the divine favor that envelops you, a celestial embrace that holds you steady through every storm. Their plans backfired, their words boomeranged, and their schemes collapsed under the weight of their own malice, crumbling like dust in the wind, dissolving like shadows in the light of your truth, fading like echoes in the presence of your purpose. You stand untouched, covered in divine favor, a living testament to the truth that no weapon formed against you can prosper, a radiant soul that shines brighter with every trial, a celestial being that rises higher with every challenge. This is your assurance. You don't fight alone. You never have. The Creator's protection is your armor, and it is unbreakable, a sacred shield that guards you through every storm and deflects every assault, a divine embrace that holds you steady through every trial, a celestial light that guides you through every darkness. Walk boldly, knowing that the divine has your back, now and always, guiding you with a love that never wavers, a strength that never falters, a purpose that never dims, a destiny that never fades. They can't look at you anymore, can they? Their eyes dart away, their voices falter, their presence shrinks when you're near, as if your radiance burns too brightly for them to bear, as if your light exposes their shame, their guilt, their regret, their darkness. Why? Because your very existence is a reminder of their mistakes, a mirror reflecting the truth they tried to bury, a radiant reflection of their own shortcomings, a spotlight that reveals their own fragility, a celestial glow that lays bare their deception. Their regret is a heavy chain they forged themselves, and now they carry it everywhere they go, a burden they cannot escape, a weight that grows heavier with every step you take toward your destiny, a load that anchors them to their own folly, a shackle that binds them to their own choices. They thought they could dismiss you, belittle you, betray you without consequence, but every action has a ripple, and the waves of their choices are crashing back on them now, relentless and unforgiving, like a tide that sweeps away all pretense, a current that drags them into the depths of their own making, a deluge that drowns their illusions in the truth of their own creation. Their guilt is loud, their shame is heavy, and their regret is a mirror they cannot shatter, a constant reminder of the day they dared to cross a chosen one, a soul anointed by the divine, a radiant being destined to shine, a celestial force, destined to reshape the cosmos. You don't need their apologies to move forward. Chosen ones, their regret is not your validation, your victory is. Every step you take, every goal you achieve, every moment you shine is proof that their efforts were powerless against your purpose, a testament to the divine fire within you, a radiant proclamation that affirms your destiny. Let their silence speak for them, and let your rise speak for you. Keep walking in your truth, because their regret is merely the backdrop to your triumph, a faint echo against the roar of your destiny, a whisper drowned out by the symphony of your purpose, a shadow swallowed by your light, a murmur lost in the anthem of your victory. You are unstoppable, unshakable, and chosen, and no amount of their remorse can change that. Your light is too bright, your purpose too strong, your spirit too resilient to be dimmed by their fleeting malice, your destiny too radiant to be obscured by their transient darkness. You are a force of divine power, a radiant soul destined to reshape the world, a beacon that lights the way for others, a guiding star that leads the way to truth, a celestial flame that burns through eternity. They sowed seeds of disrespect, believing they could reap victory, thinking their malice would bear fruit, that their lies would grow to choke your light, that their betrayal would flourish to bury your purpose. They planted lies, betrayal, and mockery, thinking they could crush you under the weight of their scorn, dim the divine spark within you, entomb you in their darkness. But the universe doesn't work that way, chosen ones. What they sowed in darkness is now blooming in their lives, and the harvest is bitter, heavy with consequences they cannot escape. A crop of their own planting that now chokes their peace and shadows their path. A yield that weighs upon their souls and darkens their days. Their peace is gone, replaced by chaos they can't control. A storm of their own making that rages without end. A tempest that mirrors the turmoil they tried to cast upon you. A whirlwind that engulfs them in their own folly. A deluge that drowns their illusions in the truth of their own creation. Their confidence is crumbling, replaced by doubt they can't shake. A shadow that haunts their every step. A darkness they cannot escape. A burden they cannot shed. A weight that anchors them to their own choices. This isn't random. It's the law of the universe at work, an eternal truth that what you give out returns to you multiplied and undeniable. A cosmic principle that ensures justice prevails, a divine law that affirms your purpose. Their disrespect has come full circle, and now they reap the whirlwind of their own creation, a storm that sweeps away their illusions and exposes their futility, a reckoning that proclaims your victory, a celestial judgment that reshapes their world. Let this be your peace, chosen ones. You don't need to fight their battles or carry their burdens. The universe is handling what they thought they could escape, balancing the scales with a precision that no human hand can alter, restoring order to the chaos they created, affirming the truth of your purpose, proclaiming the radiance of your destiny. Your job is to keep rising, keep shining, keep walking in the purpose that was written for you before the stars were set in the sky, before the foundations of the world were laid. before the first breath of creation, before the dawn of time itself. Their harvest is their own, and your victory is yours. Let them grapple with the consequences of their choices while you step into the fullness of your divine calling, a destiny that no lie, no betrayal, no attack can ever steal from you, a purpose that burns brighter with every step you take, a mission that reshapes the cosmos, a legacy that echoes through eternity. You are not here to dwell in their chaos. You are here to soar above it, a radiant beacon of divine purpose, a light that pierces the darkness and reshapes the world, a force that transforms the cosmos, a celestial flame that burns through eternity. Your purpose is a fire, chosen ones, a flame that burns through their illusions and exposes their weaknesses, a radiant force that cannot be contained, a divine energy that reshapes the world around you, a celestial light that transforms the cosmos. They didn't attack you because you were weak. They attacked you because your purpose was a threat, a divine power they couldn't control, a light that revealed their darkness, a truth that challenged their lies, a radiance that exposed their deception. And now that purpose is their punishment, a living rebuke to their arrogance, a testament to their futility, a radiant reminder of their powerlessness, a celestial proclamation that affirms your victory. Every time you step into your calling, you remind them of what they tried to stop, a mirror that reflects their failure to break you, a spotlight that exposes their fragility, a beacon that reveals their defeat. Every time you achieve what they said you couldn't, you affirm the truth that no force can stand against the divine will that guides you, a truth that burns brighter with every victory you claim, a radiance that shines through every challenge you overcome. Your purpose isn't just your path, it's a divine declaration that their efforts were in vain, a blazing testament to the power of the Creator's plan, a fire that burns through eternity, a radiant force that reshapes the cosmos, a celestial light that illuminates the path ahead. They thought they could silence you, but your voice is louder than ever, resonating with the power of the divine, echoing through the heavens and shaking the earth, a sound that reverberates through the ages, a melody that carries the truth of your purpose, an anthem that proclaims your destiny. They thought they could stop you, but your steps are unstoppable, guided by a force they cannot comprehend, a sacred rhythm that pulses with eternal purpose, a divine cadence that leads you toward your destiny, a celestial harmony that resonates through the cosmos. Your purpose is a living fire that doesn't just burn, it transforms, reshaping the world around you and leaving their illusions in ashes, a radiant truth that no darkness can overcome, a divine light that illuminates the due path ahead, a celestial flame that lights the way for others. Keep walking in it, chosen ones, because your purpose is their reckoning, a divine declaration that no force can extinguish, a radiant force that burns through eternity, a celestial light that reshapes the cosmos. You are not here to merely exist, you are here to blaze a trail through the cosmos, to leave an indelible mark that echoes through the ages, a legacy that will outlast the stars, a testament to the divine fire within you, a monument to the celestial purpose that defines you. They thought they could weather you, believing their words, schemes, and attacks could outlast your strength, that their malice could endure longer than your resilience, that their darkness could outshine your light. But you are not just a breeze, you are a storm, chosen ones, a divine force that uproots their lies, shatters their illusions, and leaves their arrogance in ruins. A tempest that reshapes the world around you. A whirlwind that proclaims your purpose. They tried to create a storm to drown you, but it's turned on them, and now they're drowning in the chaos they unleashed. A tempest of their own making that rages without end. A whirlwind that engulfs them in their own folly. A deluge that drowns their illusions in the truth of their own creation. You, on the other hand, stand tall, unshaken, and stronger than ever, a beacon of resilience in the face of their futility, a radiant pillar that no storm can topple, a light that shines through every darkness, a force that endures through every trial, a celestial flame that burns through every challenge. This is your moment. Chosen ones, you are the storm they couldn't weather, the force they couldn't stop, the light they couldn't dim, the purpose they couldn't derail, the destiny they couldn't obscure. Let their struggle be a reminder of your power, a testament to the strength that flows through you, a divine fire that burns brighter with every challenge you overcome, a radiant force that reshapes the world, a celestial light that transforms the cosmos. Keep rising because the divine has already declared your victory. A sacred promise that no force can break. A divine assurance that no darkness can overcome. A celestial proclamation that affirms your purpose. You are not here to bend to their will. You are here to reshape the world with your purpose. To carve a path that echoes through eternity. A legacy that will stand the test of time, a testament to the divine fire within you, a monument to the celestial purpose that defines you. Let the wings of your destiny carry you higher, and let their chaos be a monument to your unyielding strength, a radiant proclamation of your unstoppable rise, a celestial anthem that proclaims your victory. They're watching you. Chosen ones don't think they aren't. They're glued to your every move, waiting for you to falter, hoping for a crack in your armor, a moment of weakness they can cling to, a shadow they can hide within, a flicker they can exploit. But all they see is your unstoppable rise, and it's tearing them apart from the inside out, a torment they cannot escape, a truth they cannot deny. A radiant force that burns through their illusions, a celestial light that reveals their defeat. Your success is their punishment, your victory their defeat, a radiant rebuke that exposes their futility, a testament to their powerlessness, a celestial proclamation that affirms your purpose. They wanted you to fail, prayed for your downfall, celebrated your setbacks and whispered about your struggles in the shadows, thinking their malice would bury you, believing their darkness would swallow your light. But every time they thought you were down, you rose higher, stronger, more radiant than before, a phoenix reborn from the ashes of their malice, a radiant soul that shines brighter with every trial, a divine force that burns through every obstacle, a celestial flame that lights the way for others. Every time they thought they'd won, you proved them wrong with the quiet power of your resilience, a strength that echoes through the ages, a testament to the divine fire within you, a radiant truth that no darkness can overcome, a celestial light that reshapes the cosmos. Your endurance is their nightmare, and your success is their reckoning, a living testament to the truth that no force can stop a chosen one, a radiant soul destined to shine, a celestial being destined to transform the world. Let them watch, chosen ones. Let them stew in their bitterness, consumed by the reality of your rise, haunted by the truth of your radiance, tormented by the light of your purpose, shadowed by the brilliance of your destiny. Your ascent isn't about proving them wrong, it's about proving the divine right, affirming the sacred plan that guides your every step, a plan written in the stars and sealed by divine will, a purpose that burns brighter than any star, a destiny that shines through every darkness. Keep shining, keep winning, keep walking in your purpose. Keep embodying the divine fire within you. Keep radiating the celestial light that defines you. Their obsession with your failure is proof of your power, and their silence is proof of your victory, a testament to the radiant truth that flows through you, a celestial proclamation that affirms your purpose. You don't need their gaze to validate your journey. Your light is enough, a radiant beacon that burns through their doubts and illuminates your path, a guiding star that leads you toward your destiny, a divine flame that lights the way for others, a celestial light that reshapes the cosmos. Let their fixation fuel your fire, and keep climbing toward the future written in the stars, a destiny sealed by the divine that no force can unravel, a legacy that will echo through eternity, a radiant proclamation of your unstoppable rise, a celestial anthem that proclaims your victory. The Creator doesn't sleep, chosen ones, and He doesn't forget. Every tear you shed, every wound you carried, every moment you were tested, it's all been seen, recorded, and answered, etched into the eternal ledger of divine justice, inscribed in the celestial archives of divine will. The divine verdict is unfolding, and it is final, unyielding, and absolute, a sacred judgment that no one can appeal, a cosmic reckoning that restores order to the chaos they created, a celestial proclamation that affirms your purpose. Those who came against you are now facing the consequences of their choices, and there is no escape from the truth they tried to bury, no refuge from the justice they invoked, no shelter from the storm they unleashed, no reprieve from the reckoning they summoned. Their lives are unraveling, not because you wished it, but because justice demands it, an eternal law that no one can evade, a cosmic principle that ensures truth prevails, a divine mandate that affirms your victory. Every lie they told, every betrayal they committed, every stone they threw, it's all coming back to them, heavier than they ever imagined, a weight that crushes their illusions and exposes their futility, a burden they cannot bear, a load that anchors them to their own folly, a shackle that binds them to their own choices. This is your assurance, chosen ones. You don't need to fight their battles or seek their downfall. The divine is handling it all, weaving a tapestry of justice that no human hand can unravel, a sacred balance that restores order to the chaos they created, a divine reckoning that affirms your purpose, a cosmic proclamation that declares your victory, a celestial anthem that proclaims your destiny. Your job is to keep rising, keep shining, keep walking in the purpose that was written for you before the foundations of the world were laid, before the stars were set in the sky, before the first breath of creation, before the dawn of time itself. The verdict is in, and your victory is sealed, a sacred promise that no force can break, a divine assurance that no darkness can overcome, a radiant truth that burns through eternity, a celestial light that reshapes the cosmos. Their chaos is not your concern, your destiny is. Let the divine balance the scales while you step into the fullness of who you were created to be, a radiant soul destined to shine, a beacon of hope and power that lights the way for others, a force that reshapes the world, a divine flame that burns through eternity, a celestial light that transforms the cosmos. Your rise is their reckoning. Chosen ones, they underestimated you, mocked you, tried to silence you, but they couldn't stop what the divine has set in motion. A purpose that burns brighter than any star, a destiny that shines through every darkness, a mission that reshapes the cosmos. Every step you take forward is a reminder that their efforts were powerless against your purpose, a testament to the strength that flows through you, a divine fire that burns brighter with every challenge you overcome, a radiant force that reshapes the world, a celestial light that transforms the cosmos. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, a living embodiment of resilience and divine favor, a radiant soul that shines with the light of eternity, a force that transforms the world. Around you, a celestial being that rises higher with every trial. Their attacks didn't break you. They refined you, forging you into a vessel of unyielding strength, a masterpiece sculpted by the hands of the divine, a radiant being destined to shine, a celestial flame that burns through eternity. Their disrespect didn't dim you. It polished you, making your light shine even brighter, a beacon that pierces the darkness and illuminates the path ahead, a guiding star that leads you toward your destiny, a divine flame that lights the way for others, a celestial light that reshapes the cosmos. This is your time, chosen ones. The world is watching, and your light is undeniable, a radiant force that pierces the darkness and reshapes the world around you, a divine fire that burns through eternity, a sacred flame that transforms the cosmos, a celestial light that illuminates the path ahead. You are not here to shrink, to hide, or to play small. You are here to rise, to shine, to shake the foundations of doubt, fear, and despair, to blaze a trail that echoes through the ages, to leave an indelible mark on the universe, a legacy that will outlast the stars, a testament to the divine fire within you, a monument to the celestial purpose that defines you. Your journey is more than a path, it is a movement, a divine revolution that declares the chosen cannot be stopped, a sacred fire that burns through eternity, a radiant force that reshapes the world, a cosmic proclamation that affirms your purpose, a celestial anthem that proclaims your destiny. You are the embodiment of divine purpose, a radiant soul destined to leave an indelible mark on the universe, a legacy that will echo through eternity, a testament to the divine fire within you, a monument to the celestial purpose that defines you. If this message stirs your soul, claim your victory. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a 77 in the comments to proclaim to the world that you are chosen, protected, and unstoppable. Let's set the earth trembling together, chosen ones. Your rise is not just a moment, it's a revolution, a sacred fire that will burn through eternity, a celestial light that will shine forever, and it's only just beginning.